Welcome to the second and the last day of the regional finals for J Americas and Scotiabank Regional Innovation Challenge. I am Gabriela Correa, J Americas Regional Coordinator, and I'll be your host today. We are every minute closer to meet the winners for each year. We are really excited about these finals. We have teams from 10 countries from the region, and they are presenting their ideas on how should schools become more interesting and engaging for young students 13 to 18 years of age so they don't drop out. But before we start introducing our finalist teams, we would like to introduce ourselves. Junior Achievement is the largest organization dedicated to inspire and prepare young students to succeed in a global economy. With programs across 26 countries in the region, we activate youth for the jobs of the future. So I invite you to see our video and get to know us a little bit more.
What kind of person do you picture if I ask you to think of an entrepreneur? What about a leader? Or maybe a job creator? Would any of them make the cut? What if I told you that we help 10 million young people achieve their goals every year, all over the world? And in turn, they create jobs and prosperity. JA has been preparing young people for successful careers since 1919. You find us all across the globe, in more than 100 countries. We're getting young people ready for work. And we get results. Our students go on to excel as professionals, taking control of their lives and careers, and some even succeed beyond their wildest dreams. JA students learn to do things like balancing a budget, negotiating deals, setting goals, and working in teams. It's hands-on learning from professionals with real-life work experience. All our programs are based in 3 fundamental principles: work readiness, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship. For example, in JA Company program, young people learn how to start and run a business. In JA Job Shadow, a student joins a mentor in a professional work setting. And students in the JA More Than Money program study the ins and outs of earning, spending, and saving. And these are only 3 of the more than 50 different programs that JA offers. Our network of staff, volunteers, and partner schools reaches young people all over the world, from major cities to rural communities and everywhere in between. And it works, because we pay attention to the needs in each region, and then we customize our programs so that JA students will be ready for the job markets they're about to enter. We even customize our own name. But at the end of the day, we're all one JA, JA Worldwide. And the core of our organization is the same everywhere. JA inspires and prepares young people to succeed in a global economy. Whoever they are, wherever they are, JA activates young people for the future of jobs.
Great. So the Regional Innovation Challenge is the final stage of the regional initiative called Road to Success, co-created by J Americas and Scotiabank. This initiative combines financial education content with learning by doing experiences like the innovation camps, where the students are able to develop their ideas to face problems from the business world. Today's finalists are the champions from each of their countries, and they will be competing to be the best of our region. And remember that today we will be presenting the ideas to solve this challenge. How should schools become more interesting and engaging for young students 13 to 18 years of age so they don't drop out? J Americas is a proud partner of Scotiabank. Thousands of students across the Americas region have access to JA programs thanks to Scotiabank, the support and commitment to education. For this special occasion, our friends from Scotiabank wanted to share a message with you all. So I invite you to watch the video.
What happens when a girl is the first in her family to graduate with a diploma? When a diploma provides essential skills, and skills turn into a profession? What happens when a newcomer quickly finds the right job? When a job creates connections to the community, and a community continues to provide new opportunities? What happens when a bright mind receives support? When support helps them advance their career, and a career helps advance the dreams of others. At Scotiabank, we're helping everyone build a stronger future, so together, we can build a stronger world. By increasing high school graduation and post-secondary education, helping newcomers feel at home faster, and removing barriers to career advancement for underrepresented communities, we're opening new doors for success, so we can all thrive. Scotia Rise is our $500 million commitment to investing in economic resilience, supporting any individual, any family, and any community to rise up in the face of any challenge. We're ready to show the world what happens when we create a more inclusive world for everyone and for every future.
Thank you, Scotiabank, for making this possible and for all the support to JA and the youth from our region. Before we start, we would like to introduce our judges for these regional finals. The leaders that will be joining us today, representing Scotiabank and evaluating the teams. Today we'll have Pablo Cuevas, Senior Manager Sponsorships, Tamara Carrion, Senior Manager Program and Strategic Support for Global HR Technology, Roy Rodriguez, Senior Manager International Sponsorships, Jose Ruiz, Business Analyst, Janira Walton de Mejia, Director of Communication International Banking, and Vanessa Reyes Calderon, International Banking Communications. Thank you to all of you for your time and dedication to our teams. Yesterday, we started with the first 5 teams that presented, and today we will complete with other 5 teams. And we'll have one of the teams from yesterday that will need to finish their presentation because of technical problems. So we will start today with the team from República Dominicana. But I would like to just here mention all the countries participating in this year's finals. We have Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Mexico, Panama, Peru, Turks and Caicos, and Uruguay. So let's invite the first team so we can move on to the presentations. And we'll have today Dominican Republic finishing their presentation. Here we have Escuela Hogar del Niño. And then we'll see the presentation from Peru, Turks and Caicos, Chile, and Mexico. Yesterday we had the team from Uruguay, Costa Rica, Panama, and Jamaica. So, are you there, team Escuela Hogar del Niño? ¿Están ahí?
Sí, estamos aquí.
Bienvenidos.
Yes, we are here. Thank you. Can we do the presentation starting from the video that you had yesterday that you were presenting? We were thinking about doing it from the top, from the beginning. We heard the first part really great until we started with the video. So I would start with the video and then finish so that we are fair with the rest of the people and to have the appropriate time today and not to extend ourselves too much. Okay, perfect. So we'll replay the video and then you can do the end of your presentation. Before starting with the video, we want to thank you for the opportunity that you have given us to present again. And we are sorry for the inconvenience that we had yesterday. No problem at all. We are all living with technical issues in the last 2 years. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Para acceder a nuestro sitio web,
To access our website, we write in the browser solensantana15.wixsite.com/ctech. In the main site, we find a definition of our project. In Proyecto Joven, we have the following courses available for the students. Cooking, where students learn about recipes for different dishes. Then we have Braille language, which is an uncommon language in many educational institutions, which is why we have decided to work with students who are visually impaired, and they are very important for our project. Sciences. The students here can create experiments that can provide information for the educational system. Financial education, because in order to have good spirits, it's important for the students to have a balanced education for them to control their finances. Sign language. Students who have a limited auditory capabilities, they are able to communicate and learn and work in any project. Robotics. Students can experience their own creativity and turn every idea into reality. Music. In this course, is one of the most important in our project because you can create bands and orchestras and different jazz groups and merengue groups. And we also have the youths working in all of these areas. Leadership. This course shows who are the leaders for each project, which helps all of the team to grow. And if you can't find what you're looking for, you can create your own project. To register, you only need to enter your full name, the club name, your email, and the proposal that you are submitting. Finally, in order to contact the team, you only need to fill in the form, as we said before. Thank you very much, everyone, for this chance. Remember to visit our website, and we are open for any questions that you may have. Thank you very much. Do the judges have any questions for our teams? Yes, if you allow me, I would like to ask a little question for the team. First of all, congratulations for this great project and this challenge that you have faced and that you overcame your technical problems from yesterday. And I wanted to ask you a question that I've asked to other teams. I'm very interested in knowing what do you think about, if we know that one of the main reasons for student dropout is the socioeconomic problems. What are we doing to make sure that this program works for all people, regardless of their economic background? And in the first place, first of all, we are planning a sponsorship in which we have offered the financing, and we also have a group which works in those areas where economic resources are scarce. And we also we have thought that this project we want to take them to those places, because this will help us evolve into having things that are useful for most places that don't have the same resources. Thank you very much. Any other questions from the judges? Yes, I was curious. First of all, congratulations to the entire team. And I wanted to ask you, how many schools do you think that can benefit from this program? We are planning on evolving and iterating, not starting not just with Dominican Republic. That we think that this can be applied in many countries. So we have included technology, and we want to include languages so that students who cannot speak Spanish have the possibility of accessing our courses. So that this is not just for a select group of people. So this could be for schools in Dominican Republic, as well as for other countries in the Caribbean, right? Yes, correct. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you very much, team. Thank you for coming back for the rest of your time and coming in and presenting your idea. And congratulations. And now we move on to the next team. We have the team from Play Study from Colombia. And are you there?
Sebastián.
Yes, we're here. Sebastián, welcome. Hello.
¿Están listos?
Are you ready? Would you like to share your screen, or would you just pitch? Now we're going to share our screen. So please go ahead. When you start, you have 5 minutes. We need a moment. There's a problem with the connectivity, with the connection.
Ahí vemos tu pantalla, Mariana.
We are seeing your screen. Okay. You can start. There's a terrible echo. Please go ahead. Good afternoon. We are Play Study. We are representing Colombia. Members of our team are Mariana, Alejandra, and Sebastián. In Colombia, 5% of young people in Latin America drop out from college. This is according to UNICEF due to different problems. 36% girls that get pregnant when they are very young, 30% because they are not interested, and 20% for mental health issues. So we have created Play Study to minimize those numbers. We think it's very important to find a comprehensive education where teachers and students share a space where they can learn in a more friendly way. So we need to think about emotional well-being. So we have modules for mental health and sexual health. That's why we are an innovative, modern, interactive solution for students between 13 and 18 who will find school more interesting, as well as teachers. This app will show two spaces, one from students, one for professor. As students, you have 4 boxes, sexual education, and here you have a game with different levels and interactive possibilities that explain the concepts. You can get a professional in health, in sex health, and then about mental health. Here you can ask important information, when and where to ask for help, where to get a psychologist, how to boost your self-esteem. And here you can check your emotions, telling people how you feel today, and maybe that will show that the student needs a clinical psychologist. Also, we have psychologist on the spot. Then we have education, where you can find different courses corresponding to different subjects with games and videos. The student can't ask for a tutor. So when you learn, you get monthly prizes or awards. Last but not least, we have the extracurricular courses, dance, music, finances, sports, and other areas such as sensitivity and creativity. If you go in as a professor, you have 2 boxes, subjects and mental health. The first one, you have the most important topics of every subject. So classes will be more pedagogical. The second is about mental health, which is also important for teachers. Professors will learn here what to do when they see some alerting signs in a student. Our key partners will be the Ministries of Education in Latin America, professors, psychologists, sex education professionals, pedagogy professionals, and web programmers. Our key resources are trainers and people who give guidance, engineering technicians in systems and design, and we will develop different contents. We will manage our partnerships, and we will develop and sell our app. Our relationship with clients will be direct through a space in the app where our users can leave a comment, what they think about the app, and qualify us according to their experience. We will use digital media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and partnerships with schools and the ministries of education across Latin America. Our fixed expenses will be the payroll, licenses, advertising, awards, and the variable expenses will be the technical support for any technical problem we may find. Our income, well, we will sell the app, we will sell it through platforms, and we will sell it in App Store, iOS. We will have personalized mentoring and advertising. And this will only be for students who have access for free to the app, and it will not be invasive. Thank you very much. That was all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Judges, any questions? Pablo? Thank you, Gabi. As other teams, I have the same question. What is your opinion? Your team, the team of Colombia, it was a great work. Congratulations. But what do you think to have this app available for the most vulnerable sectors of the community? Good afternoon. Okay, we were talking about that when we discussed our incomes. Since the app will be sold, will be licensed actually, it may be free for the lower income students, but they will be forced, we may say, to see some advertising that will not be invasive and will not bother their learning. Thank you. Thank you. Any other question? Yes. Good afternoon. Congratulations to the team from Colombia. How have you thought to collect the initial capital to develop the app before you sell it and you get the advertising? Well, the initial capital will be to find a partner. We have defined how much the app will cost, about $60,000, and it will take us 20 to 22 weeks to develop it, to have it ready to run. Okay. That sounds great. It seems that you have discussed everything and you have plans for everything. So good luck, and I hope the app will be running and doing what you expect it to do. Thank you. Thank you. Now we go to the next team. It is from Innovación Gandhi Innovation from Chile. They are being accepted to the meeting.
Yes, we have one of my teammates, Antonia Orejan, and she's in the waiting room. Yeah, we'll let her in so that she can join us.
Creo que ahí estamos.
I think everyone's here. Sofía.
Ahora sí.
Sorry.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon. Yes. Perfect. Are you all here? Antonia Orellana is missing.
O Antonia Saray está, creo.
Or Antonia Sarabia, it might be. I can't see her in the waiting room. Has she connected yet?
Sí, estaba conectada, dijo.
Yes, she was. She said she was connected.
Creo que estaba con Antonia Saray.
I think she was, her name in the Zoom was Antonia Sarabia. Okay, we have no Antonias here.
Pues entonces tenemos que comenzar nomás, ¿cierto?
Okay, I guess we'll have to start. She said she...
Antonia Saray.
Antonia Saray. That's the name. Okay, let's try to look for her. We are not able to locate her in the waiting room. Maybe we can start. Okay, I'll share screen. Send her a message that she needs to try to tell her that she tries to go in again to see if there's been an issue there and if you can start sharing.
Ahí se ve.
Can you see that?
La vi en sala de espera. Ya está entrando.
Okay, I see her in the waiting room now. She's coming in. Now we can see the presentation. And let's wait for Antonia. Yes, I'm in. Welcome, great. You have 5 minutes, girls. Go ahead. Have you ever thought about how can we turn school more entertaining and attractive, and how can we prevent school dropout? Probably with more workshops and less classes, that's for many. But our solution is at the base of the education. we have created an app that is directed for teachers, which provides a more effective solution. Our group is called Innovación Gandhi. Our names are Dainari Jorquera, Antonio Orellán, Sofía Olate, and myself, Ivania Cárcamo. And we would like to introduce an effective solution that will make school more entertaining and attractive. And I think that we think that it can do more. And this is how we move into the future. You probably wonder how an app directed to students can make classes more entertaining for students. The application will provide content to teachers to be able to have more didactic classes and to provide for the needs of the students. To be much more specific, our app will contain the following. We will start with methodologies, teaching methodologies and learning methodologies based on the different types of styles which the teachers can implement in their classes. We also add different and alternative evaluation methods for each class. We also have didactic and dynamic activities to do in class with the students, and to end, studies and statistics about the contents delivered in the platform to see how effective and how useful were they. Also, some studies on language and psychology of the students. We will include a section on student psychology, which help them understand the mind of their students and the situations that they go through and uncommon or far from outside of the normal behaviors. That we will also have ways of arranging the chairs in the classroom and using different technologies. There will also be ideas for extra school workshops with different activities and tips and all others, among other information. And because all of this is for the students, so inside the app, there will be surveys in which the students can give an input on the different activities to optimize the learning. And finally, in order to optimize the search for information that the teachers need inside the application, you'll have search options which will be divided in, can be filtered for subject, number of students, types of students and characteristics, and types of courses based on the needs of the teacher, and they will be able to find the content that they need the most. In this app, we are trying to provide tools that can be fast and easy to access for the users, so that they can tackle all of the needs for the schools. All of the content in the app will be downloadable, and we will have the content available in English and Spanish. The app will require different areas. We will have areas for pedagogy and psychology. And we will allow the teachers to be able to orient themselves with the help and provide that for their students. And for the financing, we will go to the Ministry of Education, and we will get that also through partnerships that we could achieve to reach our goal of improving the education. This way, we want to provide a really concrete and effective solution to a problem that, at least in our country, has been addressed with small solutions that have not been able to reach their goal. Here, you will be able to access everything in one place, so that students can have interesting and attractive classes. With the offline options, we can inspire and help teachers to look far beyond what is available in schools, so that they can reach their students better. Thank you very much for everything. Thank you all. Congratulations, girls. Judges? Yes, I have a question. Everyone at the same time. Go ahead, Vani. Yes, great presentation. Thank you for all your work. And you mentioned creating alliances and partnerships to create valuable content, content that users can trust, can rely in. Have you thought about how are you going to be able to contact these people, how to create these partnerships? Just as an example, how would this process happen? Yes, okay, thank you for your question. We have our idea is to present our project by explaining the goal of this app, that this partnership needs to be interested in our goal, which is improving education. And we want to not just creating a partnership and that's it, but rather that this partnership is involved in our project, that they can be a part of it, that they can be part of the change, actually. Thank you. Janira, did you have a question? We had the same question as I had the same question as Vanessa, but I also want to think about another aspect is how are you going to select the schools that are going to participate in this project? Or is this going to be maybe through this partnership with the Ministry of Education? Maybe if you can explain a little bit how, what do you think about this? Yes, this will be basically getting the students, the education, and together, and considering that the Ministry of Education can help us move forward with this project so that it can reach more schools. And as my teammate Ivania said, so the more content we have, the more partnerships we will be able to make, and we will be able to grow more. Yes, but I would also like to add that since this is an app, we want to reach as many people as possible. So any school that is willing to participate is always going to be welcome. It's going to be a free app, since the partnerships that we want to make are to prevent us to have any kind of difficulties with financing. I would like to, if you allow me, congratulations, girls, great project. I want to ask the question that I made to other groups. I want to know what's your opinion. How are we going to make sure that these resources, this app, reaches all of the communities, even the most vulnerable communities, both in Chile and the rest of Latin America? The way that we mentioned in our presentation, as we mentioned there, we want to reach as many communities as possible. So especially the vulnerable communities, the people who have the least favored. So we will have an online functionality where teachers can download all of the content that they want for them to be able to provide that to students in all communities. Thank you very much, girls. Thank you, judges. I'm sorry, but we cannot continue with any more questions. We need to move forward with the other teams. Thank you, girls. Congratulations. Let's move on to the team Peru. Their name is Todd. Are we here with the Peru team?
Sí, ahí tenemos.
Yes, I see some of the team. Martín, Carol. Who's missing?
¿Me escuchan, chicas?
Can you hear me? Jasmine? Carol, are you there?
Nos faltan dos más, ¿no?
Sí.
We need 2 more members, I guess, from your team. Yes, my mate and our advisor.
Ingresan solo los participantes del equipo.
Only the members of the team can be in the meeting. The advisor cannot be part of our meeting. So let's accept. Emma? Emma is missing? Can you please tell me if Emma is here? Emmanuel and Jose Carlos are not here yet.
Ok, José Carlos no lo puedo dejar entrar.
Jose Carlos?
Él iba a presentar algo.
I cannot admit him. He's going to pitch our PPT. So I admit him.
Ningún comentario de la parte.
But he cannot make any comment. So he can share his screen. Hello, Jose Carlos, can you hear me? Hello. Yes, I'm going to share my screen. That's all I'm going to do.
Tenemos a Emma, genial.
So we have Emma. Jose Carlos, please proceed. So we can start now.
Muy bien, ahí vemos la pantalla.
So we can see your screen. When you're ready, you have 5 minutes.
Buenas tardes, Gabriela.
Hello, good afternoon. Judges, Gabriela, when we asked our classmates if the school was boring, we had a ton of answers that were not positive. We are taught a web created by students from 14 to 16 years old who want to change the traditional education. Many young students were stuck, and we see our professional future is threatened. But we know we were not the only ones. It was the case for thousands of students in our region. So I'd like to introduce Emmanuel. Hello, Emmanuel. Hello, Carol. So it's great to be part of this team. In Peru, in 2020, dropouts in secondary school reach from 3.5 to 4%. It's 102,000 were students, 102,000 students. This is a very big problem. So we devised this solution where students and professors can work together, certified courses, national clubs, references to consolidate our capacities. But I'm going to introduce Jasmine. She will tell you more.
Una calidad educativa muy pobre, el drástico cambio.
The educational quality is very bad, and we do not find ourselves prepared for these new modalities. So we want all students in Latin America to feel that the school is key for their development, no matter what they are going to do, whether they want to be entrepreneurs, bankers, or work wherever they want. This Thought app, which is like saying it's the school, the students will feel better and teachers will be able to guide the students. We know that there are different platforms, Coursera, Udemy, and many more. This requires students to pay to have access to one or more courses. That is an expense, and they are not enough to complete our learning. Our market is made by youngsters from 14 to 17 years old in Latin America and the Caribbean. We have 114 million students in the region, according to UNICEF. So this market will allow us to serve 4.5 million. That is a big advance. and our serviceable obtainable market will be 1.8 million people, which is only 21% of the market.
A estas alturas del speech, espero que ya hayan quedado
So I think you have understood our added value, but let me highlight that this process will allow students
su propia ruta de aprendizaje guiándose de temas de su interés.
to decide their learning path. So the students will have to complete 5 courses, 3 clubs, and 1 networking talk. So when the student gets to each target, he can, I'm sorry, but there's a terrible noise in the sound. We have worked on the business or revenue model. So regional governments will have the common goal to reduce the number of dropouts. And we have a B2B model that will resort to advertising in our web. We are students that after many years, we've lived the experience of our schools. So together with JA and Scotiabank, we want to foster education. They will be the best complement for our learning. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Perdón, consulta del jurado.
Sí, buenas tardes.
Any questions from the judges? Yes, good afternoon. Congratulations, Team Peru. A lot of energy. I wanted to ask you how you are thinking to finance the development of this app, how to gather the initial capital, and how long do you think it will take to develop the app and have it used by students? Well, as we said, this will work with business to network. So we will have business with the ministries, the regional or local authorities. The goal will be to foster our web app towards the Ministry of Education of the country or of the region so that they can buy our app and use it in their schools. Then we also have the B2B model. With different partners, we can have advertising of courses or companies through our web app.
¿Y cuánto tiempo estimas que?
And how long do you think it will take to build the app? Well, we have an estimate of 1 to 2 years because there are many different things to implement, the construction of the web app, the mobile app, and then get the partnership with companies or associations so that they can deliver the courses, the certificates that our students will benefit from.
Okay, muchas gracias y mucha suerte.
Thank you and good luck. Thank you. Any other question?
Gaby, si me permites rápidamente, me parece
Gaby, a quick question. I think you have mentioned this, but let me be sure that the B2B model means that you're planning to reach everybody in the community, the high income and the very low income classes.
¿Quién contesta? Jasmine.
Who's going to answer? Can you please repeat the question?
La pregunta
The question is,
si dentro del modelo están considerando llegar.
In your model, are you planning to reach the less favored sectors of the population? I mean, the very low income sectors. Yes. Yes, the idea is to provide education. The sun cuts off, I'm sorry. It's frozen.
A ver, me parece que a mi compañera no se le
I
escuchó.
think that you could not listen my mate. So yes, TOT is committed to reach the low-income sectors of the population because we are committed to providing and deliver quality education for everybody. That's why we're working with the ministries of education and the NGOs to create a tool that will be used in the classroom, and the very low income sectors, the app will be used through WhatsApp. So when you download the app, when you have a minimum connection, everything will be in the app and students can download them to work on that at any time. Thank you very much. Congratulations, it was a very good work. Now we go to the next team.
We will have a team from Turks and Caicos, Bands for Gangs. Are you there yet? Turks and Caicos, are you there? Hi, Susan, I see you. How are you? Can you hear me? I cannot hear you. Let's try again, please. Let's try your audio again. I know that you are in the room with many other students.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, but you are all in the same room with different devices, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I think I would need you to all present from one computer or make yourself all mute during the other speaking. Let's try that. If not, we'll disconnect from one and see how it goes. Do you want to share your presentation?
Good afternoon, Miss.
Hi.
I'm also a part of the same group as Susan, and we were in the group with one specific laptop before with our name on it. It is supposed to be Teros, T-R-E-O-S. That's supposed to be our name.
Okay, I'm just adding it.
Okay, so we're going to present from that group.
Okay.
From device. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. Okay, you can start sharing your screen when you can and start your presentation. Can you share it? Oh, the camera is frozen. Can you hear me? Hi team, are you there? Can we try the audio and video again? I think we lost them. Let's see if I can, yeah, we've lost them. Okay, we can move on to the next group. The team from Mexico, Campamento Juvenil. Let's add them and then we go back to Turks and Caicos. Let me just add them so we can move on. We always have technical problems. Always happens. Yesterday, today. Let's see. Mexico team, where are you? There you are. Hola, chicas.
Hola.
¿Cómo están?
Hello, girls. Hello. How are you? Yes, we have a couple of our teammates that haven't been accepted yet. Yes, we're on it. They appear as a laboratory. Are both of them there? Anyone else?
Son dos dispositivos.
Yes, there are two devices.
Oh, solo tenía uno.
I only had one.
¿Quién más se suma, chicas?
Who else is here, girls? Yes, another device with the same name. No, we only had one with that name. We have no one else with that name in the waiting room. So they will try to go back in.
Comparten pantalla.
You're the one who are going to be sharing the screen? No, the device that cannot connect is the one that's going to share the screen. Okay, let's get that device in. I still can't see it.
No, aún no nos aceptan.
We still cannot get accepted there. It's just that I cannot see you in the waiting room. The laboratory is not here, nothing similar to that. If you are with another name, okay, can you present?
Sí, pueden compartir pantalla y empezamos.
Can you share your screen and then we'll start? Yes, 1 minute, please.
Sí, falta uno. Ahorita lo están intentando.
Yes, one of them is missing. Now they're trying to come in.
¿Se conectan como lab algo o con algún nombre?
Sí, como lab.
Are you connected as lab or do you have it? Okay, we can see the presentation now.
¿Podemos comenzar?
Can we start? Yes, sure. Go ahead. Thank you. Hello, good afternoon to the judges and the public who is together with us today. For us, we are very honored to be here. The members of my team are Maribel Castañeda, Estrella Goiz, Fernando Espinosa, Germán Ramírez, y Andrés Moreno, and Enrique Moreno. How can we make this more attractive for students 16 to 17 years old? This is a story of Ivan, a teenager who was sad and bored. He got bored with very easily in the school, and he wanted to leave it until he got this new project, Juvenile Camp, Campamento Juvenil, and he told this to his parents, and they told him that it would be no good for anything. But the project that he wanted to make was to convince them to go there because they had received talks before the courses, so that they would know which university courses they could learn and what could they work on, because while they were in these courses, they would be able to earn money. He was interested in cooking because if he sold his products to his family, he would be able to learn more about this specialty. So that would be something that he would like to learn. This camp will help youths to have better learning and a better future. Our project is a youth camp in which we will help students with economical problems to get courses of their interest, which can be more appealing, and for them to get into some hands-on learning. The accessibility of those courses was they were very cheap because they were of 50 pesos, and Ivan wanted to obtain an income at his age, and he thought that if in the first class he would invest 150 pesos, he would be able to buy his materials, and then the next week he would earn double. So it would be good for him to help. So he convinced his parents, talking about what he had learned, and he was very happy because he really enjoyed his first class in the camp. The camp was born from the need of learning new things and will help with motivation in the schools. As students, we have experienced that due to a lack of knowledge or a bad decision, the students drop out because they think that it's the best decision. But we are sure that all of us have thought at some point that schools are the best option. This is why we have worked collaboratively to provide the solution. We want to be part of the solution with your support, which is why for us in Campamento Juvenil, we will have a camp in different schools with different tools like robotics, mechatronics, fashion design, cooking, and the competitive advantages will be the possibility of getting income and creating interest for students to keep learning. We hope that we can convince the jury that this idea is very good for develop interest, so that both them and us can have great earnings. The camp will be something free and interactive, in which we'll have talks with students about their problems and needs. With that data, we can create new trainings that can be of interest for the students, and which can be free, which is why we will try to go into public bidding to be able to reach public funding. My teammates and I are committed to this problem, and we believe that this juvenile camp is going to be something very good for the life of our students, each of us playing our role in the creation of this project. As for investments, we would need to have, for trainings, for first aid, we would need 5,000, for robotics, 4,000 pesos. The students would, as for styling, would be 0 because each of the students would take their materials. Fashion design 2,000 and cooking 400, which is a total of 11,000, of almost 12,000. With the advertising, we would be able to reach 58,000. And to recover the return of investment, we need to have 1,173 students. And now we want the judges to consider our project as their first option. Thank you. Thank you very much, girls. Everyone in the team, any questions from the judges?
Yo tengo una pregunta. Muchas felicidades, chicas, por la presentación.
Congratulations, girls. I have a question. Thank you for all your information. I would like to know which experts are you going to contact for them to teach for the teaching sessions? Well, we were thinking about inviting people from the universities so that the students who do the social training, so they can go with us and do the trainings with us. And we would like to also invite people who are trained, who want to do it for free with the idea of teaching. So your focus will be basically on volunteers. Yes, and if needed, we would invite different teachers with specialties on what we're looking for. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, girls. I also want to ask, I see that you need 1,173 youths for this to be profitable. How would you motivate them, encourage them to be part of the camp? In these trainings, we talk about why the youths consider the school interesting. And we also would tell them about practices for university courses. And there will be some motivational talks. And this is why we're going to implement different trainings and courses that call the attention of the youths. Because if this really does not appeal the students, that would not be good. But for example, cooking is something that really calls their attention. Okay, and as a follow-up, how would you advertise the courses? What's your advertising plan, quickly? Our advertising plan would be with social networking and also flyers and advertising campaigns. Okay, thank you very much. Excellent. Thank you guys. And the judges for your questions. Now,
team from Turks and Caicos. Gracias, chicos. Nos vemos en un ratito en el
thank you
panel.
guys. I'll see you in a while in the panel.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Do we have the team from Turks and Caicos back? Bands for gangs. Can you hear me, team?
Yes, Miss Warner.
Great, nice to have you all here. Are you ready to present, to share? And...
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Wait, should I go presenting? Did this? Let me do it on my computer.
Give us a minute. We're having technical difficulties.
To share the presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I'm seeing it. Great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just try the audio so we can hear you well, because I know you are all together. Who will be presenting?
We're presenting as a group.
Okay, and can you open only one audio? Okay, you can, if we have any problem, we'll let you know. I'll let you know. You can start. You have 5 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Good afternoon. My name is Susan Logan.
I'm Rebecca Henry.
My name is Audney.
I'm Elijah Stewart.
My name is Tristan Taylor.
And we are the Terras. Terras is a group of young adults from the beautiful by nature Turks and Caicos Islands who are determined to use their skills, talents, and inside desires for success to accomplish positive change in the lives of like-age students. The group is a part of the JATCI and is representing the country in the 5th Scotiabank Regional Competition. The group name was formed by combining the first letters of each member name, but signifies the ethos of the group, being young warriors on a mission for change in the lives of school-age students in the Turks and Caicos Islands and beyond. The group aims to develop initiatives that will be acceptable and carried through in the global environment.
BFG is designed to assist students in the application of tools that will support them to become their best selves possible. The program is designed to focus on issues facing being a social misfit because of their inability to express themselves in a normal setting, lack of social skills because of shyness. The mic came on. It is. Lack of social skills because of shyness, being conscious of oneself because of clothing, body type, or shape, bullying in school, whether on the internet or physically in the environment, resulting in retaliation, physically or on the internet, gang-related activities based on initiation, wanting to belong.
These students would have committed several infractions and are now on the verge of being told that they need to relocate, as they are no longer able to fit into the cultural norms of the regular school system. The aim of BFG is to reform the minds of these students by demonstrating how productivity can assist them in earning an income, whilst at the same time developing their entrepreneurial talents and exposing them to a culture where their mistakes are not at the forefront of everything they do, but their accomplishments are acknowledged and celebrated even in incremental steps. This will be accomplished through the signing of the mutual parent or child contract, which will indicate the willingness of parties to undertake the activities for a specific period, the creation of entrepreneurial programs, which will enable the parties to actively engage, earning for the benefit of others as well as themselves. A reward system which allow members to set and meet targets for which they will be incentivized. Highlights of BGOM, Best Game of the Month, which allows members to celebrate the accomplishments of others and generates the extrinsic desire to be in the spotlight as well. Monthly celebration, the special events which will self-esteem and give members a sense of value. Example, birth celebrations, highest grade celebration, etc. Star Wars of the Quarter, where a group are acknowledged publicly in the presence of peers, family members, and other stakeholders for their accomplishments. Most Improved Awards, where the little milestones in particular areas are celebrated.
BFG is a play on words where through rehabilitation, members will be taught how to design and market products such as armbands with motivational quotes that they can relate to. Example, I am becoming the best version of me. You've got this. Never give up. Only your best is good enough. Don't listen to the negativity. Armbands will be used to identify them as a member of bands for gangs and will also state their own affirmation of who they desire to become at the end of the program. Therefore, whenever they look at it or touch it, it will remind them of their ultimate.
For each infraction committed, the group will be required to contribute a fee based on the targets identified as a penalty or consequence of their action. This will serve to reinforce the concepts of accountability as well as responsibility versus punishment and discrimination. Monies collected from the sale of items as well as from infractions will be pooled and used as a monthly/quarterly rewards for members. The first prize will be a cash award for the group with no infraction. Second prize will be a gift basket for each member of the group, the least amount of infractions. The third prize will be a lunch for the group members with the second least infractions. The fourth prize will be a salon or barber visit for the group with the third least infractions. And the fifth prize will be the credit to phones of the group members with the fourth least infractions. Bands for gangs, creating masterpieces from shattered glasses. Thank you, and that was the end of our presentation. I hope you all enjoyed.
Thank you, it was great. Thank you, team. Judges, any questions to the team? Jose? Pablo?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
sure. So just curious, so besides the bands, what other things they're gonna learn to build?
Besides the band, we teaching them how to. We'll basically be giving them an out for their personality or the mistakes that they have made.
Okay.
Yeah, I have another
Thank you.
question. Thinking about the bands, I assume you will need an investment to make them, right? Have you think about this? Where are you getting the money from?
We will be asking for sponsorships from different companies on island or abroad. So basically, our share capital will be coming from different sources.
Thanks.
Great. Any other question?
If you see this only as a local initiative or something that you would try to also do regionally?
We would most definitely try to bring the company or the business internationally and across different schools so that it would be easier and for the education system and the students to better the mental health of the participants.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Thank you so much. So this was our last team for our 5th Regional Innovation Challenge. Thank you all for the presentations from yesterday and today. Now we'll have our judges going to a separate room to deliberate, to take the final decision of the winners for this year competition. So I'll ask Paula to join you in a breakout room. I'll open it and send you there. And here, I would like to invite Leo Martelotto, our J America's president, to just lead a panel and say a few words to all the participants. And we also will let in all the other participants as well. Hola, Leo.
Hola, Gaby.
Leo.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me well?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
So exciting to see young people from all over the region coming together to solve something that is so critical for the Americas, for Latin America, for the Caribbean, for every single country in the region, and I could say around the world, because we know that COVID has hit the dropout rate big time. And this is definitely a social issue that we have to tackle as a society. And it is, of course, exciting to see how young people can bring their imagination, their creativeness, and all of the great ideas that you have to solve some of the most relevant challenges that we have as a society. And we are excited to see how our initiative with Scotiabank to set this regional innovation challenge is showing that young people have a lot to offer, a lot to bring in terms of the value that they can bring to the society and the community. So today we have three very special guests. First, I want to introduce Claire Horan, who is one of the leaders that supports junior achievement regionally. And not just that, but she's also the Vice President, Sales and Service International Corporate and Commercial Banking at Scotiabank, someone that has a responsibility of overseeing the business all across the region. And Claire, welcome. And here the invitation and the question I have first for you, and then I'll go and have a little conversation with some alumni from previous edition of this competition. But Claire, I know many times you might have this conversation with top business leaders, and you visit your chapters in the different countries, and it is all about the business strategy. But this time I will ask you to become a little bit more personal, because the audience that we have today are young people, are students in their 16th, 17th, 18th, and I'm asking you to be very empathic and to really remember how we were when we were their age, what we were doing, and to be very empathic about the audience, this special audience we have today. So if you could share with them, what was your past to get where you are now, with a leadership role, working with people from all over the world, becoming even a leader in an industry that was led by men mainly, which is the financial industry, and also how education made a difference in that path. And you can make it as personal as you can. We promise you we won't record this and share it with, with the stakeholders. So hopefully you can hear me well, we can see you, and hopefully we can hear you as well.
I hope you can hear me too. Leo, you broke up a little bit in the middle of that, but I think I got your question. Good. Yes, well, I will have to cast my mind back to when I was in school at 16. But yeah, my path, you know, I wasn't the best student in the world, really. And similar to what some of the members in the group today from Turks and Caicos mentioned about being shy, that was definitely me. It took a lot for me to come out of my shell. And it's really interesting to hear from the students that is something that they're still relating to. You know, having the support within the school system was fantastic for me, and it really enabled me to grow in confidence and build that confidence through programs like what you're participating in today, forcing myself to, you know, take center stage and interact in group settings, and getting me more comfortable speaking in public, and you know, gaining in confidence. And I think really with that foundation, it helped me to get into the financial services, because I was always really interested in, you know, how money works, what makes the world turn, how does, you know, getting a product from China into Europe, like all the mechanisms that go around that, and a piece of paper from a bank in one country helps make that happen in another. So really wanted to get into financial services, and you're absolutely right. It's a very male dominant industry, and especially 20 years ago when I was getting into it, it was really a lot more focused. And really, it was because of that base that I had in school with, getting that confidence and learning, from how to present myself and how to get the confidence to speak up for myself and speak into the room, that really, really helped that out. And you're right, I do now spend a lot of time traveling around the region and speaking to a wide variety of people. I'm originally from Europe, now living in North America. And as I have traveled through my career in the bank, it's you build upon all the different people that you've met along the way, and allows you to grow with all those different experiences that you come across, and that really leads you to different things and different opportunities, like this today. So on a side note, I just want to say, congratulations to you all. Your presentations were fantastic. I was able to join a little bit early, so I got to, lean in onto a few. Fantastic job, and very well spoken, very well presented. So well done, and congratulations to you all.
Thank you very much, Claire. And as you have just said, when one has the opportunity to meet people from different cultures, different backgrounds, and even people that think totally different than we do, is when we start expanding our horizons and expanding our mindsets. And that, I think, is part of the exciting thing of being part of this type of competitions, where you can see how others are presenting, how others are making mistakes. So I'm not the only one making them.
Exactly.
And I think that's very, very exciting as an opportunity. So thanks, Claire, for your time and also for being part of our regional board. It's an honor for us to count on your guidance and experience, and as a J champion as well. So thanks, Claire.
Thank you.
And of course, I know you have a busy agenda, so you can drop off whenever you want, okay?
Thank you.
For today. Thanks, Claire. So we also have two very important guests today. One is Diego from Uruguay, and also Aline from Mexico. And they were where you are now 1 year ago, because Diego was the winner of the 2020 Regional Innovation Challenge, and Aline was in 2019. So we have two reps from previous editions of this competition, and we invited them to just have a little conversation about what was their journey after they participated, and what difference it made. So for you, the ones participating this year, it will be kind of having a view of the future, and that's what we wanted to do. So Diego, I wanted to start with you. If you can share with us how was the experience of being part of the Innovation Challenge. Y ahora vamos a pasar al español, because we have simultaneous translation.
And now we're moving on to Spanish. So feel comfortable to speak in, Diego, and tell us how was your experience. Hello, everyone. My name is Diego, and I'm one of the members of the 2020 team. And my experience after the Innovation Challenge was very important for me. It allowed me to get closer to the Junior Achievement Foundation in my country, participate in other projects that I didn't even know that existed, and allowed me to grow as a student, as a participant of these programs. Innovation Challenge with Scotiabank was one of the challenges that I participated in JA, and this allows us to have many challenges that happen throughout our lives every day, because there are always challenges that we do not expect. And thanks to these innovation challenges, we are getting ready for our lives. So that's it from me. Okay, thank you. And Diego, since we're here, I would like to ask you that since this year, the topic has been school dropouts, and all of these youths have helped us think of ideas on how to solve this problem. And from your personal point of view, you've continued studying, and how do you think that continuing to study every day and all your life can change your life? Can you tell us a little bit about that? Yes, the more that we get involved with studying and with the programs, we have more opportunities in life, and I think that that's why it's important to continue studying, because if we think about the opportunities of continuing to study, we realize how important it is. And personally, I continue studying, and thinking about my career, my course of studies. We can also start getting to know other courses of studies that we didn't know about, and we cannot let just abandon, and we need to get to know all of the different studies that our countries give us and take advantage of that. And okay, so you
started one career and then you decided to change. That demands courage. In my time, that was terrible. So what is your opinion about it? You think that is positive, but tell us. Yes, I think it has been not only in your time, but today too, changing careers or studies is not the best, but I think that university studies is that we should do something we like, that we have to be certain that we have chosen something we would like all our lives, because that is what we're going to do the rest of our lives. So if people don't like it, if you want to change, you can change, because it's important to study something that you like, that will make us happy. Thank you. That's the positive way of seeing changes. It's not that you are doubting, but doubting is also good. Many times we don't revisit our decisions. We have to revisit them and choose again. So thank you for sharing something so personal. Now let's go to Mexico. Aline, where are you? Can you hear me? Hello, Aline. You were the winner in 2019. So how are you today after that experience? What did that experience give you? Well, many positive things. From the time when you started to the camp, it was something completely different. I met new people that are now part of a big family. And then I started thinking there was a problem, and think about all the problems that exist, but sometimes you don't think about the solution. What are your targets? And then I met great people because I learned from them. And Diego, I identify myself with him in what to study. The same happened to me. And then I revisited my decision and saw what I could do for my environment, how I could use my skills to help people. Everybody sees a button that says reaction. And
entonces les voy a preguntar, ¿quiénes están súper seguros?
So I'm going to think who is completely certain of what they have chosen to study. If you can raise your hand, please. Those who are absolutely 100% sure of what they are going to learn.
Perfecto.
Now I know what. Aline, let me ask you, you've had other experiences with JA or only the Innovation Challenge? It was innovation, and then with FIE, another event in FIE, because it was very good, because you got to know different perspectives, people, panelists, entrepreneurs, people that really change our mindset. that gave us that incentive to be an entrepreneur.
Cuenta el FIE, Foro Internacional.
What is FIE? It's the International Forum of Entrepreneurs. What was that experience? Can you tell it? Tell us, I'm sorry. Well, the first FIE was in Mexico, in Lomas de Cocoyo. It was a prize that I got from the second Innovation Challenge camp when we participated at state level. So we arrived there, it's a farm. You have different activities. You have parties at night, which are great, with different themes. And there are other activities, administrative things, entrepreneurial activities. That's one part. And then you have to work in a team. It's similar to other JA programs, but here you get things one on top of the other. And then there's a winner, and the prizes are really rewarding. And the networking that you do there. And the second was in FIE, not in Mexico. It's quite different from Mexico, but the themes are completely different and they change every year. So you have the 2 editions. So I invite everyone to stay in touch with JA in their countries, their regions, and pay attention to new opportunities that you can benefit from. Now, Diego, do you know anyone who has dropped out? Any friend? Anyone who has dropped out? Yes, we know. Due to the pandemic, I come from a university where low-income people attend, and people who have no connection to the internet. It's a big disadvantage. So some of them are coming back. They dropped out temporarily, but others have just dropped out for good. I saw this quite close. It is a problem. Dropping out is a problem. And I have a chance in one of JA programs that is called Young Ambassadors. We created a project for this problem. The project is I Want to Be, and we refer to secondary school students to help them choose university studies to avoid or prevent dropping out. And the idea is to help them, to support them, to accompany them, giving them some guidance and help them, and somehow prevent dropping out. So you came out with this initiative trying to solve issues that are negatively impacting on the community. And now, Gabi, you tell me when the judges come back, but just to take advantage of all the people we have from different regions, I'm going to do the call. So I will ask any of you something. So pay attention so that we can get to know each other. So first, I'm going to Turks and Caicos. Hi.
Your name is Susan. Can you please unmute yourself? Hi. Can you hear me well? And I see your camera moving around. But if you can unmute yourself. Or online from Turks and Caicos, online Jean. If you can unmute yourself. I know you are trying to avoid this moment, but I will wait for you. Hi, I can hear you now. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you.
Am I speaking with Susan, right?
Pardon?
Your name is Susan, right?
No, my name
Okay.
is
What's your
Rebecca.
name?
I'm so sorry. We're sharing the different computers among ourselves.
Okay.
So you're
No
speaking
problem.
with Rebecca.
But we all know Turks and Caicos is one of the most beautiful islands in the Caribbean. We all know that. But if you had to convince all of these young people to come to Turks and Caicos, what would you say? Why we should all go to Turks and Caicos? And I will give you 1 minute to convince all of us before we go back to the judges that I know they are already connected. So tell us.
Turks and Caicos is beautiful in its own way. It's a great country. The people are friendly. There are different sites you can go to visit. It's generally new environment, and also the national dishes are amazing, I guess.
I know that. I've been there. I know you are not lying. So who wants to come to Turks and Caicos? Raise your hands. I want to come. And I see all of the judges raising hands as well. So this is the beauty of junior achievement. For all of you out there, if you want to come to Turks and Caicos, now you have friends there that can really give you the best tips, to really tell you which are the best beaches to visit. That's the beauty of being part of a regional and global initiative like Junior Achievement. So you don't know, someday we might all come. And I saw some of the judges raising hands. But the good thing is that they have already made the decision, so we are not getting any bias here. So hopefully you have your decision already, okay? Gabi, are we ready now to move ahead with announcement?
Yes, the judges are back, and we
Okay.
already have the winners to announce.
Wow. So I will now shut up because this is the most exciting moment, and this is what all of the young people are waiting for. So back to you, Gabi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Diago. Thank you, Aline, for sharing your stories as well. So we have the judges here prepared to present the winners for this year's regional competition. I hope you all are ready to listen to that. Let's see. I will invite the judges to start presenting our third place. Pablo Cuevas, can you present to us who is our third place?
Absolutely, Gabby, I'll be pleased. And is it okay if is it okay if I do it in Spanish? Or I can do it both ways.
Yes,
Okay.
we have sorry, just to let everyone know, we have interpretation we have two channels. So if you want to go to the English channel, you will listen everything in English. And if you go to the Spanish, you will listen everything in Spanish. So you can choose the channel so everyone understands everything the judges are to say now. Okay, you can go ahead and then in Spanish, Pablo. Thank you.
Gracias, Gaby.
Thank you, Gabi, and congratulations to all of the teams. They have done a great job. The judges have deliberated, and we have decided that the third place is AVA, virtualized automated assistant from Panama, and we think that they have done a great job, an innovative solution, a very current solution, and which is very useful for the needs of Latin America and the Caribbean. They have written an essay that was very well written in English, and I think that was going the extra mile, and we want to congratulate them for that. And we think that they're well earned. We all know that all of that, but they have really earned their third place. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pablo. Thank you, and congratulations, AVA. Very well, congratulations. Great job. And now let's move on to Janita, who's going to introduce The second place. Janita, can you tell us in Spanish?
Students are already on their channels listening to us on their native language. So you can go ahead, make how do you say suspenso. Tell them why and then the name of the team. Let's see what happens.
Bueno, retomo las palabras de Pablo. De que
Okay, I would like to take Pablo's words and say again that everyone are winners here. We know that the effort that's required for this of your time, your creativity, and your focus. But congratulations to everyone. But however, we had to choose someone. So we all know who is the third place team. And of course, we need to pick a second and a first place team. But the second place team is for Place Study, Colombia. Why? Because this was because we believe that they had defined correctly. We had a well-defined plan in which they established in their app who were their audiences. We love that at the end they were able to join the students and talk about the students and or the teachers. They were able to identify who were their allies in Latin America and their goals. So we saw that you really had a 360-degree plan and even included the way that they were going to get everything advertised and make everything known, and how they were going to create partnerships with schools, payroll, technical support. Anyway, they had considered all of these aspects which are fundamental for a project. So additionally, when you ask the questions, you were able to, when we asked the questions, you were able to answer them correctly, and you were able to talk about financing. You would even said that you would find an ally like Scotiabank. So we really loved it. Congratulations to everyone, and we believe that we know that you did a great effort, and we also were able to see the collaboration and the good vibes among the team. So thank you very much to everyone, and congratulations to Place Study, Colombia. Thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations, Colombia.
Vamos entonces
Let's go now to the judge Jose Ruiz so that he can introduce finally the winner for this year. Yes, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Again, can you hear me? Yes, perfectly, perfectly. Okay, great. I think that for me, it has been a pleasure to participate in this event. I'm very happy of having this opportunity of listening to youths in Latin America. It's very rewarding, and it gives us a lot of hope that there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of creativity in our youths in the different countries all across Latin America. So for our winners, they were all of you are winners. All of you were amazing in your ideas and your projects. And personally, I think that these activities are going to provide a lot for you and in your professional development in Latin America. You will be great professionals. So congratulations to you all. First of all, I will say the reasons of why we chose who we chose. I will not say the name until the end. And first of all, the quality of the presentation was excellent. It was very well put together, even though the content is just limited to a couple of pages. But when we read the document, it was very clear that the ideas that they had, and the document explained
de qué se trataba el proyecto. Segundo, obviamente, a los participantes, la presentación tanto
Then the pitch,
escrita como el video.
the video on the written presentation was very good. They could transmit the energy, the coordination. They could communicate their ideas. It was excellent. And then what we also like was that every project has to decide or define the financial part and understand what the costs are and how you can move ahead with the project. And this, the winner have explain and discuss the models to support their project very well. And last but not least, but the activities they have thought. So it makes us feel that they have discussed this very much in detail and they have a very good action plan. And they have a lot of possibilities to succeed. So we congratulate TOF because they have won this competition, Carla, Jasmine, Carlo, and Emmanuel, and the best of lucks and success. Great. Congratulations. People from Peru are the winners. Are you there? We have the winner. Are you there? Yes, yes, we are here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Would you like to say something? I feel very excited. I'm very emotional. We are all of us very emotional. Thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you. It was a great work. It was fantastic work. Okay. We hemos terminado
with Scotiabank and Junior Achievement Americas. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, the judges. It was really amazing to have you here. And thank you for all your dedication. And thank you to all the students for the great work. And congratulations to the 3 winners from this year. Thank you. Bye.
Ok. Gracias a todos. Un abrazo.
Chao.
Felicidades.
Gracias.
Bye bye.
Goodbye. The winners have to stay 1 minute and we take a picture, the 3 winning teams.